Obviously, she stretches the floor. I mean, she's a beautiful shooter, and she's tall and long, and so, I mean, that just gives us another more spacing for Mia. I mean, Mia's in our post players, so spacing the floor is huge.
Any other questions?
Whew.
Go ahead.
Your leading scorer, Carnegie, what do you rely on her most for during tight stretches?
You mean overall leading score?
Yes.
We're very lucky we got Danny. Danny, I wasn't here yet, and so Danny had committed to Georgia Tech. And so we're very lucky we have her. She is just, I've learned a lot from Danny. I didn't know much about her, but she is a great leader. She has a huge IQ. She's a scoring machine. She's a great teammate. She loves her teammates. At times your teammates get up and down, and Danny's pretty even-keeled. She doesn't get very upset, and I think it's because she just has played so much basketball in her lifetime. Like, on a day off, Danny's going to go find a gym and go play like she's a gym rat. So, Danny and Trinity played together AAU. So having them here together, they're super excited, and they both have 3 years. So we're pretty fortunate. So Trinity was talking about that bond. It's huge. Like, they all really bond together now, and I think Danny and Trinity really, kind of set that standard.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys have Danny, Mia, Trinity, 3 really important sophomores on y'all's team.
Mm-hmm.
How influential are they both in the locker room, and then also how do you see the next few years going with those?
Do I dare answer that question, Stephen? Anyway, to me, like, they are a 3-headed monster. Like, they really are. Like, we got to keep them healthy. We got to keep them focused. We got to keep them. And I like the fact that we can play everybody, because they need some breaks here and there, right? And it's usually always going to be one of those 3s that's leading scorer right now. It's really hard to guard us if, we bring other people off the bench and now they're scoring. So I like the fact that everybody can score on our team, you know what I mean? And so it's going to really open up them more. But, I mean, they're really, really good. And what did you say about the future, so Stephen can hear again?
They're young.
They are young.
They
are young. Yeah, we got to keep them. We got to definitely keep them here in this time and this time and this money thing. They're really, really, really talented. So hopefully their bond together is so good that they want to stay together. You know what I mean? And nobody tries to come poach them, because that happens now in college athletics. It's just not here. It's everywhere. In women's basketball, men's basketball, baseball, football. Like, it's just that time now. So I think the team bonding, I doubt that Trinity and Danny will ever not want to play together. Mia she loves us and loves getting yelled at every day, and she just, look at her, she's holding one of our coach's kids. So hopefully we can keep them together.
We saw great energy from the crowd tonight. How much do you think that affected your team's level of play?
Yeah, I mean, it always does. Like, that's why I always say, do you have 1,000 friends? Bring 1,000 friends with you. You know what I mean? The more that you bring, the more excitement it is for our players. And, when we start in the SEC, going to other arenas is intense. I mean, it is packed, right? And so the more we get used to it here and with the crowd and the energy, we'll be able to sustain when we go to these other schools that have big time crowds and they're loud, and it's hard to play through loud. And hopefully we'll have more red everywhere we go than just here.
Anything else, Coach? Yeah.
You brought in one of the nation's top transfer classes. What qualities were you targeting in the portal that you felt that the team was missing?
Scoring, pretty much scoring. And great character kids, great people. Like, our Coach Abe's culture is finally in. Like, it's a lot of fun. They're great. I mean, you heard Trinity say we all just hang out together, and like, we got to kick them out of practice. Like, go home. Why are you still here? Like, they're in my office eating my candy. They're laying on you know, laying there with each other on my couches, and they just have a good time. It's actually odd for me because I'm like, okay, are we gonna lock in at practice? I'll have fun with you right now, but can we lock in at practice? And the good thing is we can lock in at practice. Like Trinity can lock in at practice, Danny can lock in at practice, Mia can lock in at practice, and those are the, you know, kind of the three-headed beasts that we have, that if they lock in, everybody else will lock in.
Yeah, go ahead in the back here, the blue.
Yeah, you guys are off to a historic start defensively. First 4 games, all under 50 points today, just barely at 51. So how confident are you with the defense going into some of the tougher matchups to come?
Yeah, obviously, we're trying to get our feet wet right now defensively. We always try to have at least 1 or 2 single-digit quarters, and we did it in the third quarter. And we just really locked in. And Mia said it; they locked into our game plan. Like the coaches actually know what they're doing, right? But the opposing coach, he's a really good coach. He's a seasoned coach. I've known him for years. He's a great man, and we just made really good adjustments at halftime of how they play. But you know, I'm pretty proud of the team, and we didn't just do it with 3 people. We did it with everybody. Everybody came in defensively and locked in and did what they were supposed to do. So that was that's great, and obviously we got to keep it going.
Time for 1 or 2 more, yeah.
What message do you hope your defensive identity sends to opponents and to the Georgia families?
Well, the first one would be, this is the doghouse, and like, you're not scoring points in our house, right? So that would be the first thing that I would like, and we got to definitely carry that over. The last team we played, they were averaging 100 points a game, and we held them to what, 49? 49. So obviously, that's always been my Coach Abe's identity is defense, no matter what we play. We didn't press much, you know. They had those quick little guards. We usually press, right? But they had those quick little guards, and I didn't want to run everybody ragged, really, and then we were playing good half-court defense. But now we have both on both ends. Now we have offensive scorers and we have defensive players, so that's a great culture to have.
All right, thank you, Coach A.
Oh, she wants to ask a
Oh,
question.
no, it's okay.
You're good?
You sure?
I was
You
just
can
gonna
ask.
ask, how do you feel about your team's like overall performance, especially in the first half when the scores were really close?
Yeah, I think, you know, with all young people, they got to figure it out. You know what I mean? They got to figure out, like Trinity's got to figure out what they're going to do on on-ball screens against her. They're going to hedge hard. What are they going to do? Like Mia's got to figure out, like the first play of the game, they took a charge on Mia. Like now I have to take Mia out. It was within 30 seconds. So they have to figure out how the other team's going to guard them. And they got to figure out, like, because we play against scout guys every day. And the scout guys are like, we got the best scout team in the world. They're fast, they're athletic, they're tall. So they got to kind of figure out, you know, each individual that they're guarding, how fast they really are, how tall they really are, how physical they really are. Are they going to post up in the low block, or what are they going to play like? So I think it takes, you know, any team, I don't care what sports it is, it takes you a while to kind of figure out like how everybody's going to play. And then one thing that nobody really mentions is in the second half, we're in really good shape, you know, and they say they want to run, and they say they want to play fast, and they say they want to press, but getting in shape is the hard part in the preseason, in the summer, and then all that good stuff. But we really are in really good shape, and playing a lot of people really helps us.